Hey guys, welcome back to Gear and More. This is Mitch. Today I'm going to do the first, this will be the first part of a little thing I'm going to do. Kits, kind of review some of the kits I have. This one right here is, this is what I keep in my truck. This is basically I don't want to say it's my go bag or my get home bag in my truck because I'm not taking just this. This is a supplement to other things I have in my truck that we'll go over in another video. But when you kind of combine all of them, that is more or less my go bag. So just keep that in mind. Whenever you're watching this, you say, I'm missing X, Y, and Z, whatever. No, I'm probably not. It's just probably in another kit in my truck that's a little easier for me to get to than, a little easier for me to pack around when it's like, a couple pieces like this and it takes 10 seconds to grab all of them and throw them together into one. So I'm not really worried about, the actual backpack size kind of thing. But so we'll jump into this. We'll start on the outside. Got morale patch. A flex whistle, you gotta hold it, you gotta hit it just right, but I mean it's pretty loud. This is just a right in the rain pin, just a basic one. I'm not even sure what brand this is, but I mean it works. I've used it in wet weather, on less than ideal surfaces, works pretty good. Here is the knife with this kit. This is a Spider bird. I think this is the Monarch. I can't remember which one it is. Oh, I'm sorry, Meadowlark. Monarch. That's not even a bird. This is the Meadowlark by Bird. I took this out of my EDC rotation just because it's got the serrated edge. I prefer a solid straight blade, but man, this thing is sharp. And I haven't messed with it. I've used it a lot, haven't even messed with it, and it's still, from the factory, just sharp. And I mean, spider knives they're solid quality. You know what you're getting when you get one of these. And this is going to be pretty much the only real blade in this kit, because I do supplement it with fixed blades that I would carry on my person when I need to pull all of it out of the truck. And here we got a light. So it's the TW100 by Tackware. It's only got one setting, but you take this little cap right here, throw it over the top, and now you essentially have a lantern. It goes to like a floodlight. And when you turn this off, I don't know if you can see that or not. Either way, this little part, the light charges it up, and this glows in the dark. So if you can't, it's charged up, you can't find it at night, you look over and trying to look for your flashlight, can't find it, the cap's going to glow for you, make it a little easier for you to find. Up here, I have a Outdoor Element striker carabiner. Still think's pretty cool. Lanyard hole, cord cutter, little screwdriver tip. It's a carabiner, and it's rated for 100 pounds. So this little thing right here is rated for 100 pounds. And there's a little spark wheel on the end of it. And it comes with extra extra little rods that go down in here. This little bitty, tiny, itty bitty screw that I'll probably lose at some point goes down in here with this. I'm probably going to add this to a different kit. Probably like either my fire or my cook kit, and we'll go over those down the road too. But yeah, this is a pretty cool little fire starter, multi-purpose tool. So we will jump into our admin pouches. Starting up here at the top. This one's just got some basic, just in case stuff. Mini USB charger, set of headphones for an iPhone charger, and a couple of earplugs. This is kind of one of those things like, you never know. Convenience things, my charger, I lost my charger cord. I've got another one right here in the bag. That's all I keep up here in this one. Doesn't really get accessed a whole lot, but I have it there if I need it. This is always the fun part, getting it put back together. There we go. All right, and in this pocket, I have a battery bank. Not the best one in the world. Pretty sure this was a freebie at one of the conferences or something I went to. But it's got charge it here, input and output. If you're in a bind, if you got 1% of your battery, you need to call somebody, or your phone's dead, and need to call somebody to come help you, rescue you. This little thing is a lifesaver. It doesn't get much better than that for an emergency situation. Yeah, there's better ones, but it's reliable. I check it probably once every 2 or 3 months, just to make sure that I'll actually plug my phone into it, drain it down to empty, and then recharge it just to make sure it's charged up. Next, in this one, we've got a little tinder. This is an impregnated wood. I can't remember the name brand of it, but it doesn't take much to light at all. Got a handful of small zip ties. You can do a lot of things with zip ties: gear repair, handle repair, zipper, whatever. There's a lot of things you can do with zip ties. They come in handy quite a bit. Then I've got a thing of sanitizer, hand sanitizer, thing of Tylenol. Okay, I've got 3 hand sanitizers, 4 hand sanitizers. I didn't realize I had that many in there. Another thing of Tylenol. Q-tips. Multiple uses for Q-tips. Fire starter, wound care, cleaning, getting down into small things you need to clean, small spaces that can't get a regular cleaner in there. These are invaluable. Just your standard book of paper matches, some just-in-case matches. Just in case literally everything else I have to start a fire fails, which I doubt it will. You have that as a backup. A church key. There's a lot of things you can do with a church key. From making stoves to, just opening cans, draining cans, bottle opener. There's a ton of things you can do with a church key. Potable Aqua tabs. I don't really like these. These were kind of, I think I bought these by mistake, actually. I don't really like these because it says it takes 4 hours to clean the water. That's a long time. You better have some water in reserve. This better not be you're waiting on this for your water, because that could be catastrophic. It could be bad. I need to get the better ones to switch that out, but right now that's what I got in there. And then I keep a butane lighter in here. Probably can't see that on the video, but I promise you there was a blue flame. This is option number one. I'm starting a fire. Obviously, work smarter, not harder. You know, you're not going to beat a lighter. So that's it on that pouch. We'll put all that back later. All right. And here's one of the reasons why I like this little pouch. I got this off of Amazon. It was just a cheap one. I think it was like $10 for this pouch. It's pretty sturdy. The stitching's strong. The zippers are good. They don't hang up. But they also don't feel like it's about to rip apart. So, but it does have a full clamshell opening. We'll start on this side. So I've got a hank of paracord. This is probably, I think it's like 30 feet of paracord, which is plenty of paracord. No, I think it's actually like 20 feet. But yeah, a little hank of paracord in there. A small pry bar, chisel pry bar combo kit or combo set kind of thing. Comes in handy. I've actually used this a lot, not in a survival situation, obviously, but I've used it quite a bit, just here and there, and needing a little chisel or needing to split something. I mean, this is solid chunk of steel. You could use this as a splitting wedge. I mean, hammer on this back, and you're not going to hurt it. It's steel. So 1,001 uses for something kind of like this. It doesn't take up any space, really. Fits flat. It's definitely worth the little bit of space it does take up. All right, so, and then on this side, I've got some Nitrile Gloves, little Kool-Aid, little sugar. I mean, you never know what you might come across, or you may need a little sugar rush, whatever it is. Somebody diabetic, their glucose drops. You got that. A roll of duct tape. I've got about 6 foot of duct tape in here wrapped around a survival card. Just one of the basic survival cards. Got the saw and all that kind of stuff on it. But this is Gorilla Tape, actually. So many uses for Gorilla Tape. Wound repair, seal up a wound, to patch tents, gear, stuff like that. Lash two things together. And this can be used as a fire extender. So you get a little fire going, you just got a small flame that's going to burn out. You put this on it, this will burn for a while. Endless things you can do with duct tape. And then here next, I've got a emergency poncho from just in case. I do keep 2 full rain suits in the toolbox in my pickup. One for me, one for my wife, obviously. Or whoever's with me, we get stuck or whatever. And I'm going to put those on, but to get to those, I don't want to get soaking wet either. Let's say it's 30 degrees outside and raining. Well, you're going to get hypothermia fast. So put this on, keeps you dry from the cab to the toolbox to get in there and get the frog togs out, and put an actual rain suit on, and then go about whatever it is that you were doing. Good to have. Wouldn't trust my life on it, but a solid piece of kit to have just on hand. The flashlight I showed earlier runs off a AAA battery, so I have an extra AAA battery in here. I should probably carry more than one, but it only takes one, so I have one replacement for it. And then a gear aid gear patch, tent patching, tarp patch, patch a hole in your bag, whatever. I mean, this stuff is cool, and you can cut it down. Like, it doesn't have to be this size. You can cut these down to strips or small circles, whatever you need it for. It's a really good thing to have. I've actually used some of this on waders before, and it started to kind of, it didn't stick great to neoprene, but it kept me dry for the whole duck hunt. And we were in, probably thigh deep water the whole time, and the leak was down around my ankle. So they work pretty good. Next, I've got the another emergency poncho. This one is a little more like an emergency blanket. It's got the Mylar in there on the inside. That's kind of what I'm using this one for. Or for whoever's riding with me, if it's raining, they've got a poncho too. They can help me get to the actual rain suits. But yeah, like, this is more of a little Mylar coating, bright orange, high vis orange for rescue if you're stranded on the road, something reflective stuff like that. Honestly though, like, I mean, this is not a 24-hour bag or 72-hour bag. This is, I got it in my truck. If I absolutely need it, I have it. I can get home with the stuff that's in here. I have enough. Between this and the other items in my truck, I can get home. So that would be an emergency shelter at the best. Other than using it for a poncho. And then I've got a couple of alcohol pads. I got 2 of them. Just throw them in there just in case. Clean a wound, clean glass. There's fire starter. There's a lot of things you can do with those wipes. All right, that's it on that side. Now we're going to move over to this side. This one is a little bigger. Multiple different kinds of items on this side. So first off, I have, this is a water bag. From an MRE. It doesn't reseal. It's it does actually. It has like the little zip tie thing, or the bread things at the top. It does reseal. Like I said, I just got out of an MRE. Water procurement is not a big priority for me. With my truck kit, I keep 3 gallons of water in my truck at all times in bottles. Yeah, it's a little bit to lug around, but it's also going to be able to sustain me and anybody else I have with me a lot longer than this little bag right here with Aqua tabs or whatever. So I'm not really worried about water procurement and filtering that water with my truck kit. I've got other options. And on the inside of this, I've just got some floss picks. Just because, I mean, if you're already in a bug out, or your vehicle's broke down or whatever, you're stuck in a snowstorm on I-95, you're gonna be pretty pissed off anyway, and getting something in your tooth and you can't get it out, that's just gonna make it worse. So this is more of like a convenience, a little morale booster kind of thing. Next, I've got some more Gear Aid patches. This is come in this little holder. These are smaller, a lot smaller. They have white and black. Maybe you get a tear in your rain suit, your frog togs or your poncho. Boom, it's fixed. Between that and the duct tape, we can fix it. Next, I've just got about a half a pack of tissues. Lots of uses for this: fire starter, blow your nose, toilet paper. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with tissues as well. And I've got a couple of Band-Aids, regular size bandages, and then I've got a big Band-Aid, and then I've got 2 of the hand warmers, one for me, one for whoever's going with me, or whoever's in the car. If I'm by myself, well, then now I have 2, even better. Let's get this out of the way a little bit. So I've got a set of these. They last, what do they say, 10 hours? Probably not 10 hours, but you know what? And this isn't going to save your life from hypothermia, but it's a heck of a lot easier to start a fire if you have full dexterity of your fingers. And you know, when it gets cold, everything stiffens up. First thing to go is your motor skills with your fingers. These can help keep them warm, keep that motor skill so you can get that fire going to warm up the rest of you, whatever you need to do. And next, we got a super wipe. This is it's from My Medic. It's more or less like kind of like a shower in a rag kind of thing. I mean, you know, I wouldn't trust that to get all the funk off of you. But you know, if you're going through something and you fall in the mud or something like that, you got this to clean yourself off. The pack is resealable. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm pretty sure this is a one and done kind of thing. So I'm not real sure why it's resealable, but I don't know, maybe if you just use a corner of it or something, you know, wipe some dirt off your face, whatever. Maybe it is reusable. Next is this stuff right here is, especially if you're hungover, is amazing. Liquid IV. It has all kinds of stuff in it. I mean, there's the nutritional facts is it's as long as your arm. It does all kinds of stuff, especially if you're dehydrated. You know, you're on the move. I'm in Texas, so in the summer it's nothing for 110 degrees, and you know my car overheats, and I'm on the move. If I stay in that car, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna cook. So I'm on the move. I'm sweating. I'm losing salt, electrolytes, vitamins. Your body just becomes depleted. You throw this in some water, shake it up. It's going to replenish everything you lose out on the trail or bug out situation, whatever. This stuff is amazing. I have it in almost every kit I have. And it tastes really good. It doesn't taste like shit, you know, like vitamin shit. It tastes pretty damn good. So, definitely would recommend, and this is not a paid advertisement. I just really recommend this product. Liquid IV is amazing. And last but not least, just a spoon, standard MRE spoon. There's no food elements in this bag because it is just a get-home bag. I'm not going to stop and cook food, but if you may need this to stir up your liquid IV in some water, depending on what kind of water container you have. You could scoop sediment out of water. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with a spoon, and if you do find some food, hell, you can eat with it. I mean, I guess that's kind of what they wanted you to do anyways. So, but yeah, so that is the main kit that carries the bulk of my items for my truck bag. Like I said, this is not my only piece of kit in my truck. I have several things in my truck that all tie together to make one piece of kit. Like the stuff that I use more often is either in here or in the cab of my truck. Things that I don't use so much, like a fixed blade, like a big fixed blade knife, the rain suit, stuff like that. That's not going to be in here because I don't need to access it all the time. But when I do need to access it, it is very easy to access. It is all in the truck. It's ready to go. So I know y'all are, the keyboard warriors, oh, you need a fixed blade, you need this, a tent, something to sleep in. Trust me, I have all that in my truck, and we'll go over it. I also have something I can throw all of this stuff in to one pack and carry out, and it doesn't take up as much room when it's separated as it does when it's all together in a big backpack. I can fold the backpack down and put it in my door. So we'll go over a lot more of that stuff on films in the future. But yeah, so that's it, guys. If you can think of anything that I'm missing, please let me know, comment below. This video is a little longer, I know, but went over a bunch of stuff. And I appreciate you sticking around and watching. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. Thumbs up is always appreciated. Please comment. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you think. Just trying to build a channel. The more we can get in that algorithm, the better we are, better off we are. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.